Okay, I think let's get started. I hope it's not too dark. I actually didn't turn on the lights, but it looks pretty bright here. I'll probably adjust the lighting. Anyway, oh yeah, I've got my giant carrot here. There's a giant carrot. And then got toys. And we got a little natto pillow from a friend of mine. Anyway, hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to do November's Q&A. Wow, thank you first for all the questions you gave me on my IG. I am the one that was like, oh, I don't have time, so I am filming it right now. Let me open all your questions, and without further ado, let's get started. All right, Devi.Chong, I hope you are doing good. What is your pre-spend for your Mini Kelly special order? How long the wait time? My Mini Kelly, the pre-spend was pretty high. And if you're not a member on our luxury live show, be a member because we share a lot of juicy details which I haven't actually shared on my public channel. So yeah, it was a interesting purchase, to say the least. It was quite a lot. I think I overspent for the Mini Kelly. In terms of wait time, I waited about, well, I got it exactly a year on the dot when I picked it up from the moment I ordered. But the bag was actually in the store within 9 months. But I needed to pre-spend to add to the top-up, and that's why I picked it up a few months later. I have to show you this before I do the second question. My Nato is here. She's playing with one of those toys that have treats inside. Okay, anyway, just to distract her. Yes, baby. XXNBA, you have 3 questions. Your first question is, do you own a home? And if not, are you thinking about buying a home? I do own property, and yeah, it's something cozy. This is my property, so it's something cozy, it's something small, something manageable for me and my dog. And I'm not one of those that needs a big place, because the bigger the place, the more you've got to clean, the more you've got to manage. So I like things that are just enough when it comes to, yeah, when it comes to property, just enough is good enough for me. Okay, question 2. What if you are a return Kelly kind of girl? Have you thought of that? You know, that's a great question. I have actually, well, let me just shift this a bit. I have actually been thinking of letting go of my Kelly Cellier, Kelly Cellier, and then replace it with a Kelly Return or Retourne, or actually, is it Return or Retourne? Can you comment down below? Because I think I prefer the slouchy look of the bags. It may not fetch as much in the resale market because I know people prefer the Cellier style. It keeps its shape, it keeps the look. It's definitely very, very demure, and it's really very sophisticated, whereas the Kelly Retourne is more of a relaxed look, and it does look slouchy over time. But I think I could be, because I'm not really using my Cellier. So you might be onto something, and so if I do get offered a Kelly in return, I will definitely consider it. Okay, your last question. Do you feel like every time you chase a bag, you end up selling it? Wow, that's a great question. I definitely feel like the chase is more exciting than having the bag. And when you chase for something and you get it, it's like a win, right? It's like, whoa, I got it. But then during the chase, you don't really know if that's what you want. I find that the bags that I have gotten out of surprise, or it's not so much of a chase, I find myself reaching for it a lot more and enjoying it. It's not that I didn't think through the bag. I see it, I like it, I thought about it, considered it, and then I bought it. There was not much of a, oh my gosh, I gotta do this, I gotta chase it, oh my god, you know, that kind of thing. So, you know, you could be right. I do end up letting go of bags that I chase. But I have let go of bags that I thought, oh, okay, thank you very much. I like this design, and since you're offering it to me, or I get to buy it in store, I have also let go of those bags. So maybe, not every time, but maybe it does affect my judgment when I'm chasing for a thing. Makes it feel more precious, makes it feel more special. But I may not be thinking rationally or logically that actually whether that bag suits my lifestyle. Miss PYU 2000, 2 questions. If you can only pick between an AP or the Piguet watch or Mini Kelly, which would it be and why? Ooh, you know. Okay, I don't want to say anything. If you know, you know. But between an AP and a Mini Kelly, I think I have to put a point where it's only one, like one Mini Kelly or one AP watch. I would say I would go with the one and only AP watch, because if I have already an AP watch, I wouldn't get two of those watches. It's so much money, and I'm not really a collector of watches. I do like watches. I have more than my two hands to wear, but I don't collect like 10 Rolexes. You know, you get the Submariner, you get the Daytona, and all of that. I'm not that kind of collector. I'll get one, and that would be the one that I enjoy. So if it's just between one AP and one Mini Kelly, I'll go with the AP first, because I think that's a little bit more rare and harder to get, and then the Mini Kelly could come later. Your second question, any luxury jewelry brands that you are into other than VCA, Cartier, and Tiffany? Example, Hermes, Bulgari. Yes, I do quite like Bulgari. I really like the Serpentine bracelet. I think that's the one, Serpentine bracelet. Hermes, the honeycomb design is also super nice. I find I'm not absolutely like drawn to them all the time, because, you know, it's a style. So you kind of like, I like it, but I'm not sure if I would wear it. Like the Serpentine, not really into snakes. I like the design, but it doesn't speak to me. Snakes don't speak to me. Nothing against that. It's a look. I find it quite, you know, like mysterious and all that. That's not me. The honeycomb is as close as it can get. It's very geometric shape, so it's okay. So I wouldn't say that I won't buy a Hermes, but if I'm not mistaken, it's pretty pricey as well. There are other brands. You didn't mention Chanel and Hermes. I actually quite like Chanel's Coco Crush, but since that's kind of like luxury house, then forget it. Now, if I'm not buying any of these luxury houses, I'd rather put my money into local jewelers, because local jewelers have fantastic designs. Yes, they may look, you know, in the Chinese world, like sometimes a bit low toe, but if you search long enough, you find the right local jeweler. They use like Italian artisans, they themselves maybe from Hong Kong. Their craftsmanship is really phenomenal. Plus, the pricing is so much better. So if I'm not going for all these luxury brands for a certain look, I would rather put my money in buying gold from the local jewelers. Selena Francisco, hi Kat, any tips on finding a new HSA after moving somewhere new? So when I read this question, I guess your question is like, you've moved somewhere else, your old SA is not there anymore, and now you're in a new location, you gotta build the whole relationship again. Well, like anybody going into the journey or going into the store for the first time, you just got to speak to the SAs. I was pretty lucky. I went in, I was a walk-in, and the first SA turned out to be my SA for the longest time until he resigned, or he retired actually. So I think it's the chemistry. So when you go in, you have to speak to them. Like, don't make your first trip so stressful that you must buy something to impress the SA. Actually, it's sort of like dating. You gotta kind of talk to the person, get a good vibe out of it. Like, do you click? Do you have things in common? Of course, first time meeting, you can't find a lot of information, but you can sort of feel if the SA is same wavelength as you. Like, say you're kind of like me, I'm kind of like all over the place, my hands are flying everywhere, I talk very fast, I jump from one topic to the other topic, and I can be quite rambly. So if I get an SA that's a bit more stiff, a bit more like, no, I won't click with that SA, so I'll be like, yeah, maybe I'll come back another day, and then come back another day, do the whole outdoor lineup, walk in, hopefully that SA is not there, and then speak to another SA. Don't create your profile yet. Then, once it clicks, and when I say click, you kind of know it in your gut. You gotta trust your instinct. Like, you like this person, there are funny things about them, if you're looking for a funny essay, or there's conversations that you sort of just feel comfortable with that essay, that's when you sort of make your first purchase and see how it goes. I think like alarm bells would be, for me, would be if they are pushy at the first meeting. Like they want you to look at the things that they want to sell to you because they have KPIs to hit. They want you to buy certain things because they're hitting some certain targets, certain commissions. So if the essay is pushy on you on the first time, then I'd say like an alarm bell should be ringing, that you should walk away. And the other opposite, the extreme opposite, is they don't even bother. They're like, no, yeah, you want to see this? Oh, okay. When they're not bothered, it's not the kind of essay that you want as well. So the tip of getting a new essay is you just got to go in, like speed dating a little bit. Go in, test the water, speak to people, and don't be afraid to walk out and come back another day until you click with somebody that works. And yeah, you just got to trust your gut. Next question. XX Light and Love Shops. On my Hermes journey, is the Kelly belt under pre-spend? Read somewhere it isn't. From my understanding, it is. Even certain SLGs are part of the pre-spend. They don't remove it. So in Singapore, there are some things that are totally not pre-spend, which is bags, as well as sale items. But in the store, most things do add up to your profile and your pre-spend. So I don't know if it's not. It is. Based on my experience, my Kelly belt was considered as part of my pre-spend. Yilu33, if only I could keep 2 Hermes bags, which and why? Ooh, okay. First is definitely, I must have a Birkin in my collection. And the Birkin 25 gold hardware, black, the one that I have now, I am more and more inclined to keep it because it's a neutral. It kind of suits my lifestyle because I'm not the most careful with my bags. I take care of them, but I'm not the most careful with them. So black is a good color for me for such an expensive bag. Now my second bag that I will definitely keep in my collection is my special order. It's my one and only special order. I don't think I'll ever get offered another special order for years to come, unless my current essay decides that they like me enough. They'll give me one, but I don't think so, frankly. So anyway, if this is my one and only special order, it's special, so I must keep it, and I do like a mini Kelly. So yeah, I actually have the 2 bags that will stay in my collection forever already. Everything else, if there's space in my collection, I will keep them, but it is fair game. I'm definitely not opposed to saying one day they may leave my collection. M.Lin, Kat, please share what you got from the H private sale and how much is Birkin 25 and Mini Kelly in Singapore. So I bought a pair of shoes, a t-shirt for my husband, a skirt, a little like jungle love skirt, mini skirt. I think I bought those 3 things. Oh, I bought a couple of Tweelies as gifts. That's all. I didn't buy a lot of things. Did I buy any more? Did I buy 1 pair? 2 pairs? No, I think I bought 1 pair of shoes. I honestly thought I shared it on my channel, but if I haven't, maybe I'll do a video of all the stuff that I have bought from Hermes. One like massive, what have I ever bought from Hermes? Like everything under the sky. Do you think I should do that video? Oh my gosh, that's gonna be like so much work. But if I get enough votes for it, I'll do it. But there are stuff that I've sold, so maybe those I'll just like forget. Like whatever I bought and still have in my collection. Maybe I could do that video. Next question from V_happy place. Do you need to pre-spend while waiting for your special order? So I kind of answered this earlier. The answer is yes. Now, how much is the Birkin 25? Frankly, I do not know. And that's absolutely honest because I haven't purchased a Birkin since 2021. I don't have one. I've only had 1 Birkin. Mini Kelly. So I got my Mini Kelly. Oh, so my SO. Yeah, so I got my SO in June. But mine's chef. So I don't know what leather you're looking for. So the Birkin was Togo. My mini Killy is Chev. I paid, oh my goodness, I'm trying to think. Was it 15? I can't recall. Something like that. Yeah, I think it was 15. It was a lot. Which is why I was like, oh my gosh, pre-spending for it and then this. But that's Chef though. So if you're looking for Epsom is cheaper. I don't know, maybe by $1,000. So yeah, it's a lot. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's not talk about pricing because it makes my gastric juices just work extra hard. Overjoyed. Why are we spending so much on luxury? Can't we have cheaper hobbies? Absolutely. You know what's my cheaper hobby now, Joe? La Boo Boo. La Boo Boo is my cheaper hobby. It's my cheaper thrill. Hi, baby. Mwah. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. It's my cheaper thrill. This one right here. This one, look at her face. Oh, look at her teeth. This one is an expensive hobby as well. You cost me a few $100s the other day for treats. Treats. She's like, yay. Yes. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Oh my goodness. What do you want? Oh. What do you want? Ah! What do you want? What do you want? Oh. If you have dogs, Nato! What are you doing? You're in the middle. I'm in the middle of filming. Okay, goodbye. I love you. Aries Cinderella, should I get the Chanel 22 as my third Chanel purchase? Hard decision. Ooh. Well, if you got 2 Chanel bags already, I think the Chanel 22 would be a good addition if you don't already have the Chanel 22. The Chanel 22 is interesting. I mean, it's such a simple looking bag, but it is so easy to use. And it has worked out really well for me as a work bag, as a bag that I just absolutely use and abuse and just use it to its fullest potential, and it's turned out to be one of my most used bags. So I'd say go for it if you're looking for one of these, tote bag, luxury bag styles, because it's been really, really handy and functional. Nicole Celeste 86. Hope you're well. Would love to see a what's in my purse. We just had a luxury live show yesterday with Jerusha. She popped in for a bit. So if you haven't watched that, I will link it down below if I remember. If not, just go to Amy's channel, look for the lives under her channel, I think the bar. You can see that Jerusha popped in, I think after 15 minutes when we started the live. And one of the things that she was saying, how much she misses the good old days, right? Of the passionate videos that we used to do, like what's in my bag? What do I bring? What do I like about this bag? Just reviews. I've been thinking about doing some what's in my bags. But would any of you are interested in what's in my bag? Do you really want to see what's in my bag? It feels so old school, but at the same time, it brings back a bit of nostalgia. So another thing to comment down below, let me know if you are still into a what's in my bag. And if you say, I like what's in my bag, but I want what's in my bag plus plus. So what's the plus plus? You want something more out of what's in my bag? It's a little bit like modernized what's in my bag. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see that kind of video. I'll be happy, more than happy to do it. ZHYLAJ, hi Kat. What bags are on your current wish list and why? I would like to get a Birkin. That was what I set my mind to get this year. Unfortunately, did not happen this year. Hopefully next year that would be really awesome. So yeah, I would love to get a Birkin next year. Miss Jean.P. Hi Kat, what is your realization about this year being over? Ooh, not sure what you mean by that. A realization about this year being over. I'm reading this question as, since the year is coming to the end, what have I realized? I hope that's what's the question, because I'm What is your realization about this year being over? Realization about the year being over. I'm going to just make an assumption that's what you're asking. Like, now that the year is coming to the end, what have I realized throughout the year, especially now that it's coming to the, the end of the year, we're sort of reflecting back, right? One of the things that I realized for myself is I don't need bags. Like, I always knew it, but I think this year, with everything that's going on with my life, bags have taken a back seat. I still love it. I'm still, buying my Hermes, talking about luxury, but the passion is not as intense as what it used to be, where it really occupied quite a bit of my mind in a good way, because it's a hobby and I enjoy it and I am passionate about it. But this year, I have been quite busy and definitely quite stressed. So bags haven't been able to fulfill that stress for me, like or help me bring that stress down. In fact, because I went through some really tough times with Hermes in the beginning of the year, it actually added to my stress that I did not need this. So it definitely dampened my passion for handbags a little bit, and I find joy from buying other brands. So I'm still passionate about it, but I realize it's not the same anymore. What I've also realized is there are so many more important things in life this year. I have my natto, which has really given me so much. Like, I give her a lot, but I think she has given me 10, 100 times the kind of love that I need. I didn't think of that, but now she has helped me become a different person. Yeah, she's taught me so much this year. Patience, love, I don't have to rush. If I, in my mind, when I come home, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this, but seeing her jump around, I'm like, you know what, I can just do that later. Spend half an hour, play with her, because I'm all that she's got, right? So I think I have realized that you got to slow down a little bit sometimes and just be in the moment and enjoy the moment, because it really just flies by. That's another realization I have this year. Time is flying by. It's incredible that we are at the end of the year. Usually the beginning of the year, the engine starts a little slower, right? Time just feels like, oh my gosh, it's never going to end. But then once it hits September, the clock suddenly is on gear 5 and it's so quick. Next thing I know, we're in December. So every day that passes by, when I'm speaking of not just bags, but not bags, but for my natto, I feel like I'm not spending enough time. I feel that I need to spend more time with her, and of course with family. Yeah, so yeah, that's another realization that I have. I just feel like I need to slow down a little bit, take time for people around me, and be really present in everything that I do. So yeah, there are things that I feel like this year has been a year of reunions, a year of realization, a year of slowing down, a year of accepting that things are changing. So hopefully next year will be a better year, because the wheels have been turning, and 2025, I seriously pray it will be a much, much smoother year. Yeah, for not only me, but yeah, for all of you as well. Next question, you want to remain anonymous. Your essay is on long leave. Should I visit H? Waiting for a quota bag. No, don't bother. Essay is on long leave. Don't go to Hermes just for the sake of going, because really, yeah, just take a break. Enjoy. Well, your essay is on long leave, you are on long leave, and then come back when your essay is back. Steph Liu, your favorite Hermes bag? These are really hard questions, honestly. It's a toss-up between my Mini Kelly and my Birkin. I'm sorry, they are twins. They are just at the same level. They just have different, slightly different memories, but they just make my heart just like, oh, so both of them. All right, 6 more questions. Tiffy, Taffy, Toffee. Have you ever felt in competition with Amy? Oh, in competition with Amy? No, I have never. Actually, Amy has been a really good inspiration for me. She is so different from me. I have learned so much from being a co-host with her on the Luxury Live show. She's so composed. She speaks really well. She's very thoughtful in everything she says. She's very careful, and she is just so clever. I have never been, if she's been in competition with me, I don't know. I think she inspires me. I feel like every time she buys me, I'm like, really nice. Okay, Amy's the clever one. I better check it out as well. So I have not been in competition. I admire Amy because she's one of the girls that I would be like, how to be like her? Because I'm so unpolished. I'm so opposite. Like, oh my goodness. I need to buck up, honestly. So no, I have never been in competition with Amy. Whenever she gets anything, it's like, ooh, she's definitely thought about it. Let's check it out as well. I'm more of that because I think I just don't have my own personal style. So when I get like people tell me something, I get inspired by it. Not though, that's just rude. Okay, that's just rude. I get inspired by it. I think like, oh, okay, if she likes it, she must have thought through it because she thinks through everything. And then I would check it out. And obviously, not everything will suit me and not everything will be like butterflies and fireworks jumping, right? But I'm still thoughtful about it. I'm like, ooh, okay, good idea. Yeah, let's lock it as a memory and let's check it out later on. Long answer for your question. No, she actually is very inspirational for me because she's so Amy. I am Jess. 2 questions. Do you miss any of the bags you have sold for its functionality or design? So as I said earlier, the multicolor Speedy, I do miss it once in a while. It's so unique. I miss it for its design. It's an iconicness. Functionality-wise, I don't think so. But it's just so beautiful. So definitely I do miss that once in a while. And now that the new launch, I'm like, oh, I'm thinking back about it. I don't think it's not like occupying a big part of my head. But now that the relaunch is here, I do think back about it. I'm trying to think of any other bags that I miss for the functionality. Oh, you know what? I do miss the Prada crystal bag. On and off. Not for its functionality again. Definitely for its design. It was one of those sparkly bags. So pretty. You definitely cannot get that from any other bag. So gorgeous. Chanel Jumbo for maybe functionality, because it was such a big bag, very heavy, but it was big enough to put so many things. Would I use it now? Maybe, just because it's so iconic and kind of throwback to the big jumbo bag era. Again, a little bit here and there, miss it, but I'm so happy that it is with my favorite YouTuber, Michelle Wong, because that cannot be like any better, because I'm a big fan of hers. So the fact that she bought my bag, it's like, oh my gosh, my bag's with Michelle Wong. Let me think. Oh, you know what? I do miss my Birkin 30, the one that I got pre-loved. I do wonder if I should have sold that. Yeah, maybe not. Too late. That is definitely a functional bag. Birkin 30, big enough to put a lot of things. Not the best for you to bring on a holiday and walking around the store. But for its size, it's actually pretty good for traveling. So kind of missed that, kind of regret it a little bit. Your other question, which is your favorite Labubu? And is there a unicorn one that you want to get in a blind box? My favorite Labubu. Oh my God, let me go and get it. This is my favorite Labubu. It is the pumpkin Labubu, which is also in that brown, which is, I believe, the secret, right? But oh my goodness, can you not? Oh, so cute. The body's a pumpkin. It's got a little skull cap. This is absolutely my favorite Labubu. My Nato's my Labubu as well, but this is so freaking cute. The one that I want to get from the blind box, you know, I just want to get the secret, any secret from the blind box, just because it's the secret. There's no specific one. They all look the same anyway. The secret looks like this, brown fellow. The secret in the version 1 also is brown. So I just want to get a secret. There's no secret. There's no particular secret. Just a secret just because I want to get that experience of getting one from the blind box. 3 last questions from Rachel He. First, do you own the YSL Le 5 Supple Small Hobo? What is your thought about the bag? And also, second question, LV Nano Diana bag. Thanks. So 2 questions back to back. The YSL Le 5 Supple Hobo bag is the one that I actually tried and very, very tempted to get it. I love the simple design. It's actually quite flushed along the body, so it doesn't stick out too much. Looks so good, so sophisticated. I love the little YSL logo at the front. I did not get it in the end because it is an open kind of closure, like the flap, there's no zip. So though I do like it, but it's a bag that I think I'll only use in Singapore. Like if I want to bring for travel, I'll need another bag. It's quite similar to, say, like my Chanel 22. The difference between the two, because Chanel 22 doesn't have a zip as well, the difference is the way the drawstring is on the Chanel 22. Even though it's open, it's kind of like so scrunched up that it almost looks closed. Whereas the Hobo Le 5, it's open. There's no scrunching. It's really slim. It's like the leather's just folded side by side. I just don't feel comfortable with bringing that back anywhere else except places like Japan or Singapore, very safe places. Many reasons, you know, you don't want to get pickpocketed, but also if your bag kind of like tips over, you don't have that scrunch to kind of stop the things, right? Of course, if you flip both of the bags, everything will come out. Yeah, but yeah, in the end up, I didn't get that bag, though I really, really like the look. Then the LV Nano Diana bag. Let me take a look. Wow, it's adorable. I really like it. I think the capacity is substantial. It's not a small, dinky little bag. And the final question, what is my feedback or opinion on the Chanel Kelly bag? Have you started using it already? So the Chanel Kelly bag is the mini shopping tote, the one that everybody has been going a little crazy about. They come out black and then now they have many, many colors. So I have the emerald green, like true green, one of my most favorite bags ever. I mean, I have other bags, but it's the color that just makes it so gorgeous. I have started to use it a few times, not many, but a few times. My opinion on it, well, it is a very hyped up, trendy bag, but it is also pretty functional for a small bag. So if you're thinking small bags like mini rectangular, mini square, even the Nano Diana bag that you were asking about, these are all like minier bags, that's the word, mini bags. They have small capacity. So for a small capacity bag, it's actually quite roomy. It can put your phone, tissue, little wallet, your keys. You can put, you know, if you put a small little umbrella at the side, you probably stick out of it. Not the most dainty looking, but you could actually add, because it's an open top, right? So the really thin umbrella. You could put like a little shopping bag to double bag. If you buy groceries, you don't have to, you know, pay for plastic bags. You can put a little bit more things because it is expandable. So when you actually fully expand the bag, it's like 2 inches, 2+ inches. And it's a soft leather, so you can actually overstuff it. Don't want to overstuff it too much, then you damage it, but you could put more and just like stretch out the bag a bit. I like the top handle option. I like the chain. The chain's a little long, so just tie a little knot or get somebody to cut it and redo like third-party service. But overall, it is pretty good. Is it worth the price though? Only you can answer that. Those are all the questions that I got for November's Q&A. Thank you so much for all your questions. I really enjoy this kind of video, so please do follow me on my Instagram. I post a request for questions every single month, so December should be coming up soon. Filmed this a little late, but I feel like December I want to do a bit more vlogs. I would love that if you would watch them as well. But if you don't, it's okay. If you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell as well so that you don't miss out on my next video. Otherwise, everyone, please take care, stay safe.